Yo, yo, yo. Mark and Mark Stereo. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Yes, it is. And I found out that that website is actually pretty good. It's there's a guy who he's very famous in the world, and he actually has like a deal with them, and he sells like his sneakers on there and all that stuff. And I never knew that until I saw the video of him at the Snipes and all that, and I was like, oh shit, so this must be legit then. So it is legit. So I'll be ordering from them again, that's for sure. I'm actually gonna get a pair of sneakers that I want from them. Yeah, there's a pair of gray and white Nike sneakers that I really like, and they're the cheapest place to have it. So I haven't seen anybody else cheaper than them. It's $80 on their site, and it's like 100 everywhere else. So they have like all these deals and stuff. Well, I don't need no hats and no hoodies and no shirts and no clothes and no sneakers either, but I don't care. Hey, why not? You only live once. You only live once. But you know, some people be like, no, you don't. You come back as a cat. You have many past lives. Oh, shut up. No, you don't. That's why you have one life to live. Live it. That's the case. Then you come back and redo everything. Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, he's been coming in here a lot more lately. So I haven't seen him in such a long time. But I guess that's why, because he's been busy. But that's good. I'm happy for him. That's that Aquarius action, you know. See that's the Aquarius in him. Start his own business. That's good. A lot of Aquarians are, you know, getting things done, or they're continuing their life, or things are going to change for them. A lot of things. Whereas you're going to retire, you're going to have a different life. Same thing with me. Once my sister gets this house and settles everything, I'm going to be able to work next door in that workshop and make money over there, and have my little office over there and go live over there, and you know, do my things I've always wanted to do. So my life's going to change too. I'm just, you know, waiting. I'm waiting for my opportunity, and then I still feel my back still feels kind of stiff, but I walked around a bit today, and I slept a lot better last night too. So in about like 2 hours from now, I'm gonna go to the city. I'm gonna go see if I can find that washing machine. I checked it on you know, things. A lot of people ask me to check out acupuncture and stuff like that, but acupuncture, but I don't really I haven't really like gone to a place like that, or dealt with anybody that does that. See, the thing with me is I don't like people touching me and like doing things on me and shit like that, because like I feel like they're putting their energy on me, and I don't like that. And I feel like I can naturally heal myself, and the best healing you can do is walk. I know that sometimes we need those people to do things for us, but I've always been the type of person to heal myself and do the necessary things to heal. So, because I remember I went, um, I went to a few people when I had my sciatic nerve pain, and my psychic friend, she's like a healer, and she does all that like massage stuff, and she actually made my sciatic nerve a lot better, and she gave me like I don't really have sciatic nerve pain anymore, but now I have fucking back pain, so like it fluctuates, and I know what I have to do, and going to somebody is not the solution. What I need to do is walk every day. When I walk every day, I feel better, and that's exactly what specialists say. You have to walk every day. So when you walk, you're loosening everything up. So I don't want to go to anybody because the last time I went to like a massage place or someone like that, they dug into my body so much, and and I was like, I got worse because it was already like, bad. And then when they did it, they made it worse. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that. So I have that foam roller in the back there, in the background. I have that foam roller and I use that, every other day. I'll do some bit here and there. But the best thing to do is leave it alone, especially when it's like super, you know, hurting. When it hurts too much, you're supposed to leave shit alone. I've learned that lesson a long time ago because I always thought that people can touch you and heal you and do all that massage and this and that and acupuncture and all that bullshit. But for me, what works is like resting, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I wish I can go in the pool, but the pool is just too cold right now. Even though cold water is good for you to go in, like how people get ice baths, but I don't feel like going in there because it's too damn cold. I can't handle that shit. So I'm not doing that either. But every day I go outside and I walk around the pool area, walk around the house, just do like a little bit of walking here, stretch here, move my body here and there. But I've always been the type of person that knows that, hey, the less you do, the better you'll feel. So I can't keep still sometimes and I do dumb shit. As soon as I feel good, I start doing work again and I put myself back in a hole. So this is the best I've ever done for myself, like where I don't feel guilty anymore for like not doing work and not doing shit and not doing what like I have work, but I don't care. Like I'm not gonna destroy myself anymore. Like I'll get to it when I get to it. The world's not gonna end if I don't do it. So I also want to get that washer and complete what I have to do with that as well. So next week, that's my goal is to get the washer delivered here and get them to put it in. I'm not gonna touch it because if I touch that washer, then I'm gonna have to lift it. I'm gonna have to do this, do that, and I don't want to go through that because that's gonna set me back even more. So next week on Monday, on Monday morning, I'm gonna go deal with this job for my client, sort her out, and hopefully Tuesday I'll be finished or Wednesday I'll be finished the whole entire job, depending on how it goes. But once I finish that job, I'm gonna take another break. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not doing anything right now. I need to relax. And it's painful to watch this beautiful sunny day go to waste when I can be outside working. But I said, you know what? There's gonna be a lot of days like that. So get over it. I have to like really, tell myself, look, don't feel like that anymore. Don't worry about, whether or not you're not working on a beautiful day. Who fucking cares? You what's better is you getting better. That's what matters. Yeah, go to the beach. Yeah, right. I wouldn't mind going to the beach and going for a walk. I'm sure it's because even though the sun's out, it's kind of chilly. That's why I'm wearing this hoodie. It's like 60 degrees, but it's got like a northern breeze, so I can kind of feel like the cold air. But I just need to take it easy, and I have to do it for my own self, for my own safety, and for my own, well-being. Yeah, I wouldn't mind walking on the beach, to be honest. I might take my motorcycle and go for a ride and just walk on the beach. So day by day, I'll get there. I just have to be very patient and stop, trying to go too early. No, I can't walk. I can walk to the beach, yeah, but not the way I am right now. I mean, I can walk to the beach. It's not that far. It's like maybe a 15-minute walk. But if I go on my motorcycle, I can go on my motorcycle and be there in 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, like 2, 3 minutes. There's a beach. It's not a big beach, but it's like I mean, it's not that small, but like from one side to the other, it's probably like 300 feet. It's like the size of a football field, like from one side to the other, which is pretty big, but not that big. It's one of the smallest beaches around, but the bigger beaches are at the other side, at the west side. I mean, I don't know. I'll see how it goes, but right now, I'm just trying to like take it one day at a time. I feel much better than I have. Today's probably the best day I felt. I actually got out of bed and I didn't feel no pain. So, and then I kind of was twisting my back here and there to see if it was okay, and I could still feel like a little pain here and there. So I wasn't about to like trigger it or make it worse. Yeah, I would love to take my dog. I might take my dog for a walk down the hill and back, but she's also got problems with her hind legs, so I don't want her to get messed up too. But I might go down the hill in a bit and just take her for a quick walk down there. But her legs start to shake. Like when she on the way down the hill, she's fine, but on the way up the hill, she has a problem. And then she'll go really slow, and she'll get really tired, and then her back legs will start to shake from arthritis or whatever. So I don't want to like make her worse than what she already is. But it's such a nice day that I would love to take her for a walk down the hill. She probably like, why does this guy not take me down there anymore? I don't want to take it. We have a really steep hill here, so it's takes a lot to walk up the hill for her. For me, I can walk up the hill, but yeah, she has issues with her back legs, and she also has like a bladder problem now too, where she constantly pees but nothing comes out. Like she squats and a little bit comes out, not a lot. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's a little bit, but she still like runs around and she gets really tired, and then she thinks she's like 2 years old or she's 10. But she's okay though. She's behind me on the ground here, like literally behind me. And that's another thing. That's another thing I did with her is I allowed her to heal. I didn't want to take her for walks anymore. I would tell her like, look, no, we're not going. I said, hey, come here. She would like try and pull me down the hill, and I'll be like, no. And then I'll bring her back and I'll let her like walk around. Like when I walk around the pool area and walk around the whole house, she follows me. So she gets her exercise too with me. It's a little bit, we're both, going through healing processes. But she's all right though. She's gonna be fine, and so will I. I just need time. That's all. It's only end of winter, going spring, so there's a lot more days that I'm gonna have to do what I need to do. There's a lot of things that need to be done, but it all happens with time. And I'm not gonna rush anything. I'm not gonna overdo it anymore. That's one mistake I've always made. I've never took the time to heal. I never took the time to say, hey, look, fuck everyone and just do what you got to do for yourself. I never take me time. I never like say, okay, well, guess what? I'm not doing any work. Leave me alone. I need to like get better. So I finally did it this past week and this week. Last week I barely worked, and this week I didn't do much either. And that's why I feel better. That's the only way I can feel better. Is if I take care of myself and don't do anything. I told my parents, look, I can't come down your house and do anything right now. I've given you my all. I've done what you wanted me to do so far. There's a lot more days coming. Just give me time. Like, leave me alone. I need to like get myself better. You understand? I've fucking destroyed my body in the last 3 years, working on this fucking house, working on their house, working on everybody else's shit but my own. So now it's time for me to heal. Leave me alone so I can get better. Once I get better, I'm gonna pace myself and do a little bit here, a little bit there, a couple hours every day, so I don't overdo it. And once I feel like Superman again, then I'll do more. I'm actually thinking about one day on, one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off, until I feel like I can go more. Because really, summertime is my busiest time. So I need to get myself prepared for summertime. Like I'm not exactly in my 20s anymore. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm living like I have to face reality. Yeah, when I go next door into that workshop, I won't be working as hard as I used to, because I won't be out there in the field busting my ass. I'm going to be in a workshop making things, building things, painting things. So I'm going to be in one place all the time, and I'm not going to have to like do too much. I'll be able to pace myself once I get the workshop up and running, and I have all my tools in there and everything's organized. When I walk into that place every day, it's going to be like clockwork. I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm going to have a schedule. I'm just going to just get myself, make myself money so I can live and be happy. That's all I really want. I have all my money saved up to buy my tools, to buy everything I need. I've planned everything out in my head how I want to do it, and I'm going to do it. But I also have to like take care of my body right now. Yeah, I don't nap during the day, but it'll be nice to I what I do during the day is I like lunchtime, I'll eat my lunch, I'll relax for a bit, and I'll sit outside in the sun, or I'll sit outside and just relax for a bit and smell the fresh air. Then I'll come back inside and I'll watch a little bit of TV or something and lay down on the couch, on the sofa, and then I'll go back to work like an hour later, just so like my whole body feels like it's not going nonstop. But I've really enjoyed coming on here more. Like when I've been coming on here every day, twice a day, sometimes three times, and this makes me feel better. Like it makes me feel Like my mind is off of like what I need to do out of here. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sometimes I'm gonna work early in the morning. Like if I have to spray something, I'll spray like a door or something or paint something real quick, and I'll while it's drying, I can come inside and go live. After I go live, I can go back to work. Then while I'm at work, I can go live and show everybody what I'm doing and actually, sit down in my office over there and do readings too while I wait for shit to dry or wait for shit to, to do whatever. Like, I'm going to do like in between things. I'm going to keep myself busy. And that's my plan. That's my plan. But, hopefully God sees it and says, hey, look, your plan's going to work, bro. It's just a matter of time. Be patient. I'm a very patient person anyway. Hey, Ali, how you doing? Good morning. Raw crab? Yeah, of course. I eat raw crab. I've eaten I've eaten raw crab, cooked crab. I've eaten like crab right from the shell. Like we used to have this guy used to be here and he used to give my dad those big ass sea crabs, and it tastes like lobster but just a little sweeter and softer. Tired, very tired. Ninja says, "Why are you so tired?" See, she thinks that nobody does anything in the world. See, I actually have some guinea chicks defrosting right now so I can eat for my dinner. They've been in my freezer for 2 weeks, so I gotta eat them before they be. I don't want them to be in there too long. Guinea chicks are small lobsters. No, not barbecue. No. I put them in the oven. They're like small baby lobsters. They're called guinea chicks. I got four of them. They're like, two bites and they're gone, pretty much each tail. They're pretty small, but not two bites, but like two or three bites, maybe four bites. All depends on how I feel. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. No, crawfish is like shrimps, but guinea chicks. Let me see something here. Here we call them guinea chicks, but I don't know what you guys call them there. Yeah. See, this is what they look like. See, a spiny and guinea chick. Know your Bermuda lobster. That's what they look like. They look just like a lobster, but like a midget lobster. They're called guinea chicks. They don't grow no more than that. They're pretty small. Yeah. There's like lots of pictures here. They look just like a lobster, but they're just, super small. Like I don't cut them open or anything like that. I pull the tails out and just throw the rest of the carcass in the trash because it's too much to deal with, and I don't eat the legs or anything like that anyway. So what I do is it's like those mini lobsters that the states have, like that America has, where it's just the actual tail, and then they cut it and they spread it open like that, and then the meat comes on top of the tail. Like it's just like that. It's the same thing. Hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing? So like it looks like an American lobster, but it's not. It's actually caught here in Bermuda. So I got four of them. Like I buy four of them for $50. and it's like a whole meal pretty much. It's like eating a whole lobster, but in like it's like weird. No, no, not the marinated raw crabs. No, they're called guinea chicks. No, I'll go get it for you. I'll give you a live thingy here. See that? I got four baby ones in here. That's what they look like. See? No, Diamond, it's not for you. That's what they look like. So yeah, that's what guinea chicks look like. They don't you can't the season for guinea chicks is gone now. So that's the last ones I can get until September. Or I think actually around September. No, actually no, October. The guinea chicks are the season is actually shorter than lobsters. So well, I told you that, Miss Bikini. I told you that he was there. You know, he's gonna move things. He's gonna, because he's there, he's gonna move things out of the way. He's gonna, show you that he's there. He's there. Why would he? Where would he? Where else would he be? You know, he's definitely gonna be there. And the reason why he moved his phone is so that he can show you that, hey, I'm here. That's what spirit does. They move the phone, or they move things around, or they make things disappear. A lot of people think it's bullshit, but it's not. People actually, spirit actually, that's what they do. They do things so you know that they're there. That's how they are. That's what they do. Why not? That's how they show you, hey, I'm right here. You just don't know, but I'm here. But Ninja raw crab is really good. I like raw crab. My sister does too. My mom makes like a crab salad. Like how you make like tuna salad? She'll get the meat from the that's in like a plastic package, and she don't cook it. She just like lets it defrost, cuts it all up, and puts it in with like potatoes. Um, Sometimes she puts corn in there and egg and mayonnaise and like mustard, and she swishes it all up and puts some black pepper and salt in there, and maybe some avocado too. And she makes a crab salad. My sister loves that. My sister loves crab salad. I like it, but I don't love it. Like I don't care for it like that. I'd rather eat a lobster or a guinea chicks or shrimp. Crab is like my third option if I have shrimp and lobster. I love shrimp. Shrimp's very good for you, and I love shrimp. What I do is I fry the shrimp. I fry the shrimp, or I bread the shrimp and then deep fry it. That's how my nephews like it. Yeah, my nephews love shrimp too. Like sometimes when I do fish, they don't want the fish. They rather eat the shrimp. So what I do is I defrost the shrimp. I defrost the shrimp. I marinate it, and then I bread it with corn flour, yellow corn flour. I'll bread it with that, with some seasoning, and then I'll deep fry them for like 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, and it's done. Bang. Good to go. That's what I do. Tastes delicious. And I make homemade French fries too. I'll get potatoes, wash the potatoes all up, and I have a French fry cutter. And I'll take the skin off sometimes, and sometimes I'll leave it on depending on how clean the potatoes look. Sometimes my nephews like the skin on, and sometimes they like the skin off. So I'll ask them, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you can take the skin off. It's cool." And then I'll take the French fry cutter, cut up a couple potatoes, like 5 or 6 potatoes, will give me enough French fries for everybody. So I make fresh French fries out of the potatoes and shrimp and everything else. I do all of that stuff. Yep. My mom does it all the time. My mom's the one who got me into all of that stuff. Like she always used to say, "Oh, don't buy the French fries from the bag, the frozen French fries in the bag. That's gross. Oh, you never know how long that shit's been there. Look, I'm gonna buy some potatoes. I'm gonna peel them and I'm gonna cut them all up." She don't have a French fry cutter. She just cuts them all, and then she soaks them in the water. And then right before she'll soak them in the water for like a couple hours, and then after that she'll deep fry them, and they taste delicious. My mom knows what's up. She always does that. That's like the old way of doing it. She always did things like that. But that's what I do now. And even like roast potatoes, my nephews are in love with roast potatoes now. Before they never really liked it. And then my mom was like, "What do you mean you don't like roast potatoes? Come on, this better than French fries." And they were like, "Nah." So one day I did it my way. I roasted some potatoes, but I cut them smaller. So that way it's better for their little mouths, even though they shout in the top of their lungs. But my mom, she just cuts the potato in half and then she eats it like, bigger than what normal people do, which I like too, because you can always cut it anywhere with a knife. But those little dweebs, they want it already cut. So they just pick it up with a fork and put it in their mouth. They don't want to go through they're too lazy to cut it in pieces. So what I did is I cut it all in little pieces, like little nuggets, like the roast potatoes, really small. So I cut it like in half, then I'll cut it in 4 little cubes each half. So I'll get like 4 little pieces out of a potato. So what I do is I put olive oil on it, salt and pepper, seasoned salt, garlic powder, and some paprika, and then I take um, red pepper paste and I put it a scoop in there just to give it some color, and then I'll roast it for like about 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how long, on how fast I need it. Like usually 350, 375 for like an hour, and then it'll come out delicious, and they love it. They absolutely love it. I do too, but I rather have them a little bit bigger than that. But I eat them like, just to make them happy. But they ask me all the time for roast potatoes, mac and cheese. Then I take white rice and I add some seasoning to it, and I add soy sauce, and the rice goes brown, right? So they love that too. Sometimes like I'll like make scrambled egg and chop it all up and put it in the rice. It all depends on their mood. Sometimes I put onion in there, but some of them don't like onion. They have to be in the mood for onion. They're just an overall pain in the ass to deal with. Tonight they're going to a dance, to school dance tonight, both of them. High school dance tonight. So I'm like, good. I don't have to worry about them eating here. They're going to eat at the dance and eat before or whatever they want, pizza or whatever. So I told my sister that I'm going to make my lobster guinea chicks, and I don't know what she wants. She says she'll let me know. So I was like, look, I don't care. I'm eating my own shit tonight. I'm eating my lobster. I'm eating my guinea chicks. I have to eat them. So I told her, let me know, and I'll take out some fish if she wants. But she don't eat those guinea chicks. She don't like them. Those guinea chicks have a different taste to them. They're not like lobster. They taste a little more. They taste kind of sweeter. You know, they taste a little sweeter, but they're a little they have like a fishier taste to it. Oh yeah, definitely, Ninja. It's every day. Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday I made chicken on the barbecue. Me and my sister ate the chicken. The I made chicken breast on the barbecue. So I made 7 pieces. I ate two. My sister ate one, and my nephews ate two each. But my nephews, we chopped it all up and put it in panini breads and put it in the panini machine with cheese and mayonnaise, and they like it like that. So everybody took the chicken and ate it the way they wanted. And me and my sister ate the chicken, plain with broccoli. And I put a little ranch, sauce on the chicken just to give it a little bit more flavor. That's how I eat mine. But they ate it in panini breads, and me and my sister ate it without bread. And we ate ours with like broccoli. You're taking Willie to the vet. Hope he's okay. So tonight, because the boys won't be here, I told my sister let me know what she wants. But what I'm gonna eat is those guinea chicks I just showed you. That's what I'll be eating, and I'll probably just eat it with like a salad or something like that, or baked potato. I don't know what I feel like yet. I have to go to the store later and find out what I'm gonna get. But yeah, normally it's every day I cook. Um, what's today? Friday. Wednesday, my sister made lasagna, and she made lasagna for her and my youngest nephew, and I made tacos for me and my oldest nephew. So she made dinner, and I made dinner because my oldest nephew he didn't want lasagna, and I didn't want lasagna either. I'd rather eat tacos with the meat. So we bought a big package of meat, half for her, half for us. So my youngest nephew ate the lasagna with her, and me and my older nephew, we ate the tacos. That's what happens sometimes. Same thing as yesterday. I made all that chicken. Me and my sister eat it one way, and they eat it another way. Now tonight, I'm gonna eat what the hell I want, and they're gonna eat what the hell they want. I don't care. I'm gonna eat my damn guinea chick lobsters. I don't care what they want. I'm eating mine. They can go away. You can go order a pizza or make pizza or do what the hell you want. I don't care. Leave me alone. That's what I'm doing. That's what Marky's doing. I don't care about anybody else, but that's what I'm doing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. I haven't used this deck in a long time. I'll give you guys a message if you want. I already did a reading this morning for someone. It's quiet on here today. Everybody's at work. It's Friday. I'll be here all weekend though. There's Diamond. She's in the picture. Pain in the ass. Cool. Ninja, your card is acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Maybe it's a person or situation that you do not agree with right now, but for the moment, instead of having a knee jerk reaction based on an emotional response, stop, step back, observe, and make attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Yeah, right. Realize that although you have come to accept the situation or condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you support it. You will see that it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. There you go. I learned to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah, I wish everybody would. That just confirms that I'm psychic on Fridays. Shit. Who would have known? Trying to figure out what days I'm more psychic on, you know? You're welcome, Ninja. No problem. I forget what I was going to do just now. Shit. All right. I had to check my email real quick. See if this person's responded to me. Nope. I don't care about Grammarly. Fuck Grammarly. All right. Da-dee-dee-da-dee-da. Yeah, sometimes I forget things or I have like a brain fart moment. But it's okay. Some things are meant to be forgotten. So I don't have to go back and deal with it. Okay, this is what I wanted to check. All right, I need to find out. I need to find out what time it is in a certain area. Let me see. Oh, no wonder. Actually, no, that's during the day. Oh, so it's actually no way it can't be. It's probably like in the morning. Holy shit. Yeah, it's probably 3 o'clock in the morning there. I don't know. I guess. When? When was that, Ninja? Your last uncle passed away on your dad's side. I still have one uncle. I still have my only uncle in Bermuda. He's on my dad's side. He's my dad's youngest brother. And I still have two uncles alive and one auntie alive. And they're all in their 80s. I've had one, two, three aunties pass away, and two Two uncles passed away on my mom's side. On my dad's side, he's still alive. He's a dickhead. I don't care about him anyway. He's a shitty ass uncle. I have a few shitty uncles and a few decent uncles, a few decent aunties. My dad's side of the family is weird, but my mom's side is a lot better, even though they can be weird too. But, he was 94. Oh shit, that's my granny died at 94. Hey Marley, how you doing? You listening at work? Ooh, I'm telling your boss. Yes, good morning. Good afternoon. Yes, can I speak to Marley, please? Marley, line one. Oh shit. Hello? Mark, don't fuck around. Put you on blast. Marley, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just listening to music. Ryan Upchurch. That don't look like Ryan Upchurch. That's that mofo Mark and Mark's Tarot. We gotta laugh. They be looking at Marty. What the hell is she doing over there? A lot of people watch me at work or listen to me at work. You, Ninja, Jessica, Virgo sometimes comes in here and says I'm at work listening. Miss Bikini also. Or you guys come in here during work hours. Tell your bosses. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. I don't know where you guys work, so I can't, snitch. You know, I can't snitch on you guys. I don't know where you're working. You worked in Bermuda, I'll like, Yeah, see, that's a good thing. My nephew said that a few kids got in trouble this week because they had their AirPods in their ear at school. And I'm like, if we had that shit at school, we would get in trouble. But you guys but she said that it's getting out. He said that it's getting out of control, and some of the teachers are complaining. And I was like, oh well, not my problem. Yeah, Ninja says, look, hers is in the system. Yeah, there you go. See, so you're good. When you are the shit at work, and you got like privileges and you got like you get to do things, then it doesn't matter. They ain't worried about you. As long as you get your work done, they ain't worried if you're listening to Mark and Mark's Tarot right now. They could care less. Maybe going through the records, logged on to YouTube. Marky Mark's Tarot. What the fuck? These mofos are listening to some psychic shit. Let me see what this guy's about. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's like me. I wish I had, people like that around me, but yeah, exactly. You can actually, feel like you work for yourself by working for somebody else. I never had that. Well, I did. I can't say I never, but every job I had, I pretty much went to the top in a matter of time. But I still got reminded that, hey, I'm the boss. Because my bosses got upset that people would come to me and not to them. They got jealous. They were like, oh, Mark doesn't earn this business. I do. I even heard my boss say that one time. Mark doesn't earn this business. I do. You need to come to me first. Oh, but you told me that, I should go to him if I have any problems. Yes, but I own this business, not them, not him. I had some weirdo bosses, man. They were always hating on me. They weren't hating on me when I got on work. When I got on work, they were like, yeah, Mark, we love you. We love you, bud. Yeah, man. I'll give you a raise. Come stand on this ladder. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, all right. Talking shit. Been on my end, then. No, he's gonna take my work. That's how some of my bosses act. There's a guy who I worked for like 4 years, and I did electrical for him. And he ran around talking shit about me. Said that I didn't even know how to hook up a switch. And I said, oh, really? And then he says, then I told him I was going to take him to court because he didn't want to pay my insurance for like sick days. Yeah, sick days. Here in Bermuda, you're by law, the company you work for after 3 months, that you're like you have to pay 8 sick days per year. Even if you don't take them, you get paid for them. It's like they add it to your vacation. So when I started working there for a while, I was never sick, and then I got food poisoning, and I was out of work for 3 days, and it was during the time he was away. But I told the guys what to do. I still communicated and made sure the work gets done. Yeah, see, that's nice. That's nice of him to let you do that. See, that's what happened with my sister in her last job, but this job they don't allow her to do that. So I do it. I go pick up the boys. I got to go pick up my nephews at 3:30 every day. Sometimes I take them to their practices, but the oldest one, he's took his bike, he took his motorcycle to school twice in a row now. He says he's feeling more confident and more confident of doing it now. So he's a lot better now. So I'm glad that he is. Because I can't stand picking him up. He's a miserable ass. So he has to be in a good mood in order for me to want to pick him up. Yeah, motorcycle. Yeah. You have to be 16 to have a 50cc motorcycle. When you're 16, you get to have a motorcycle, and when you're 18, you get to drive a car. And if you don't want a car at 18, you can get a bigger motorcycle, up to 150cc, which isn't much, but to you guys. But here, that's what the law is. But when you're 16, from 16 to 18, you're not allowed to tow somebody on the bike or have a passenger on your bike. You can only do it when you're 18. They don't allow 16-year-olds to do it. There's a few new laws here and there. But yeah, that's like a thing here. As soon as you go 16, you get to have a moped, like a motorcycle. Yeah. Like a tourist can come to Bermuda and rent a moped and go all the way around. You can rent a car now. We have little cars, little like mini cars. Pretty cool too. I haven't rented one because I don't need one, but I want to rent one day and just fuck around with it. So we'll see. I'm cleaning my cards if you guys want to know. You have consumer affairs. That was my first The government job. Yeah, we have consumer affairs. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, when I last worked for this guy, I was sick for 3 days, and he says he wasn't going to pay me. And I said, I have a doctor's note. And he was like, And I was like, exactly. I have a doctor's note. I went to the doctor. I was pretty bad. But obviously, you don't believe me. You think I'm lying to you. So I said, it's really sad. I've been working for you for 4 years. I've never been sick. I've never took time off. I went vacation when I wanted to, when I had to. I work for you night and day. I'm your foreman. And you have the nerve to say that I'm lying about my sickness and I got a doctor's note. But you didn't think I had a doctor's note because I was checking to see how you're going to act. But you don't want to pay my sick days? No problem. I'm taking you to court. So he got all fucked up. He was all messed up. So later on that afternoon, he got his friend to deliver a check to me with the sick day pay. And I took the check and I ripped it up in his face. And I said, you tell my boss he can stick these 3 days up his ass. And I quit. That's exactly what I did. I drove his van to his house. I dropped it off. And he called me. Come on, man, it's just a misunderstanding. I said, no, it's not. I said, you've been going around talking about me, talking shit about me all your life. You think I'm not this, you think I'm that. You told somebody the other day that I don't even know what I'm doing. All you do is talk shit. And now this shit's finally caught up to you. So fuck you and good riddance. Oh, just letting you know, if you take me to court, blah, 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 I'll fight you and blah, blah. I said, look, I don't need to go to court. It's on your conscience. And I'm going to go around telling everybody that you wouldn't pay sick days. And then hopefully someone will report you. About a couple months later, a gas tube blew up and fucked his whole house up on the outside, took a big chunk off the wall. And then I said, oh, well, I guess he got karma. Fuck around and find out. There you go. Tell you not to fuck around. Talk shit about me, that's what's going to happen. So he had to pay like thousands of dollars to get his shit fixed. And it was all over like the news and shit. When I saw it was his name, I said, oh, look at that. And the first thing my friend said to me goes, fuck, Mark, you always say that people get karma. It just comes in different ways and different times. And I'm like, yep. Look, he just got his karma for disrespecting me. Fuck him. And when I went on my own, I bid on a job. It was about 10 minutes away from here. I bid on the job and I got it. I outbid him. I outbid him and he didn't like that. It's like me taking his work. So he went to the guy himself. He went to the guy and said, you're making a big mistake hiring Mark because he doesn't know what he's doing. And that he fired me because I messed up jobs. He lied through his teeth to get this job from me so I won't get it. So the person who owned the house, his wife's cousin is one of my best friends. But see, my ex-boss didn't know that. So this guy's wife went to my friend and said, hey, do you know Mark? He just started his electrical company. Is he reliable? Is he good? Because we got word from his old boss that he doesn't know what he's doing. And he outbid him on purpose because there's some rivalry going on between them. And my friend said, let me tell you something. Mark is better than the guy that he left. That's why he left and went on his own. Because he don't need that guy. He's better than him. He knows more. And he's not an asshole like him. So you're better off with Mark. And I guarantee Mark will finish the job and get it done. So I'd say about 2 months into the job, her husband, he was still skeptical about me because my old boss and his employees were running me down. So the guys that I were working with, they would reassure him that, hey, look, don't listen to these guys. Mark knows what he's doing. Trust me. Oh, but he works all by himself. He doesn't have no help. Like, and I'm worried if he's gonna get it done. And those guys said, look, the last job we did was 3 times this size, and Mark did it all by himself. He was working day and night. And the job passed and the house is still there. It's not burnt the fuck down. There's nothing wrong with it. He knows what he's doing. Just calm down. Let him do the job, and then you analyze him afterwards. So another month goes by, and the guy tries testing me again. And he says, hey, look. Hey, Ariana, thanks. Must be the new jacket and the blue. So I ended up, doing more work. And I was there one night all by myself. And the owner walks in, and his wife's like, wow, Mark, you've done so much. I am so happy we got you. Everybody's been talking shit about you, but look, you've proved yourself. Thank you so much. And the husband was there. His face was all beet red, and he was all mad and shit because he thought that these other people were telling the truth, and I was like some shitty electrician. But his wife was talking good about me the whole time. And you could see like the guy still wanted to find something wrong with me. So then he says, look, I don't want smoke detectors or fire alarms in my house. And I was like, well, by law, you have to. By law, you have to have. Oh, but I can't afford it. And his wife was rolling her eyes. And he was like trying to test me to see if I would like do underhanded, shady, unlawful shit. And I said, look, let me tell you something. If you don't want me to put fire alarm or smoke alarms in this house, then I quit right now, because you are not going to get me in trouble. Because if this house burns down or something happens and there's no smoke detectors and you die, guess who gets convicted? Me. And he's like, oh, well, it's my house. I want to do what I want. And I said, well, guess what? This house, right, is not under a permit of government law. You did it, on the side because you're doing internal work and there's no permit. But let me tell you something, mate. I have a business and a reputation to uphold, so I'm not going to do it. So we went back and forth, and his wife said, look, just give us a price. So I gave him a price, and he was like, what? All this money? Man, I said, well, if you want to, you can do it yourself or get somebody else to do it. I'm not going to do it for less than that. And it's not going to pass if it doesn't have it. And I said, look, once it passes, you can take them off. And then that's your responsibility after that, not mine. But you're going to pay me to put them in, because that's the law. So then he calls the inspector, and the inspector comes down there, and it's an inspector that I don't like. And he said to me, oh, I know the owner doesn't want the fire alarms and the smoke alarms, but you're right, he has to do it by law. But he doesn't want, he wants to save money. I said, that's not my problem, sir. You're not going to get me in trouble. And if you don't pass it, I'll talk to your boss, because you fucking guys are not going to get me in trouble. So because he opened up his mouth, and then he was going to get the inspector in trouble, because he was ready. They were all ready to do underhanded shit because it was me. They was trying to get me. And I was like, no. So even without his consent, I went ahead and put the pipes in, the wires, and put in all the fire alarms. And the next day, he started going at me. I told you I don't want. I said, look, it's not what you want, me. This is the law, and I will fucking go and put you in the law if you want me to. You're not gonna irritate me. You want me to do the job, I'm gonna do it properly. And you're not gonna get me in any trouble with shit burning down and me not paying and paying, I would have to pay for your shit. So we went at it. And I said, you know what? I quit. You can get somebody else to finish the job. Here, I'll send you a bill later on, and you can go F yourself. I told him that just to his face. And his wife wasn't there. It was just him. And then the contractor guy was like, Mark, don't go nowhere. Come on, man. Just do what he wants. And then where are the witnesses? I said, no, I'm not doing what he wants because I know what he's doing. He's trying to get me in trouble. So anyway, long story short, I always went with what is right. Because when you do electrical in someone's house and you get blamed for not putting things in there for safety, you can convict me of like a lot of things, because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But I did what you want me to do, which is underhanded bullshit against the law shit. So anyway, his wife calls me because he came running after me because I left. He was like, oh, look. You don't have to quit. I need you to finish the house, but you got to do as I tell you. I said, no, you got to do what I fucking tell you. And by law, you have to do this. If you don't want to do it, I'm leaving. So I said, I'm taking my tools, I'm taking my shit, and good riddance. I'll send you the bill of up to date of what I've done. Couple hours went by, his wife calls me. And this is where it gets interesting. His wife calls me, hello, Mark. I heard that you left the job. You're not going nowhere. I want you to go back to the job and you're going to finish the job because that's my house, not my husband's. My husband has been listening to outside noise and people who don't like you, and he's convinced that these people are telling him the truth. And I know from what my cousin says that you are, a legit person and you're doing the legit things, but my husband doesn't want you to do it because he wants to save money. But it's only like $2,000 more to finish the rest of this stuff. So I'm gonna give you the money. You're going to finish the job because this house belongs to me, not to my husband. And what I say goes. And I laughed so hard on the phone. And she's like, why are you laughing? I said, well, it's amazing because he told me something totally different. He said that that's his house. And that's why it's getting renovated because he's got the money. And he's this and he's that. She goes, listen, that's all bullshit. I'm the owner of that house. He married me so he could stay in Bermuda. You've been highly recommended. I'm going to let you finish the job and you answer to me. Whatever he says, you tell him, your wife said this and your wife said that. And I laughed so much. I said, look at this wankster. He walks around here like he owns this house and all the while his wife owned it. And when she told me that, I completed the job. And at the end, he wouldn't even speak to me. He didn't even look at me. When he sees me till today, like on the street or in a shop somewhere, he turns the other way or he walks around so he doesn't have to look at me. Because I exposed him and exposed what he was trying to do to me. And then when I saw her cousin, he says, hey, look, thanks for putting up with, that dickhead. And thanks for putting up with my, cousin's husband. She's very happy. And she told me that you did everything right and everything's perfect. She said the inspector passed everything. And she said you did a great job. Don't worry about her husband. And after that, that's when I kind of stopped doing electrical contracting. And I started doing other things because every time I got into electrical contracting, I had to deal with idiots that hated on me because I was making all the money. See, I'm a hard worker. I can do a whole house electrical by myself. I don't need nobody. I know what I'm doing. I can read the plans. I can chop the channels. I use a jack. I'll do whatever. It doesn't matter. I want all the money. So when I do an electrical contracting job, it's thousands and thousands of dollars that I can make. But if I hire somebody, I got to pay them thousands of dollars. So what I do is I keep up. Some days I have to work a lot. Some days I work a little bit. It all depends on how far the contractors are going. In the beginning, it's a lot, and in between, it's okay. And then at the end, it's a lot for me to do because I have to do the final inspection. So these are the things that I had to go through in the past few years of my life. And everybody thinks that, oh, uh, being on your own is so hard. Yeah, it is. And it is hard because you got to deal with idiots like this. So yeah, Marley, he got karma. So after that, once she exposed him, I know they must have slept in different rooms that night or for a while, but she exposed him. She says, look, this is my fucking house. She said it just like that. She goes, this is my fucking house. And what I say goes. Don't listen to him. You do things my way. I pay the fucking bills. Because when I got the payment, it said her name, not his name. But he was carrying on like, it was his, trying to be like a fake baller. And I was like, yeah, now I know the truth, mofo. If it weren't for this woman, you wouldn't even have shit. Your bitch ass up. So yeah, I mean, like people don't understand. Like you have to, even if you go on your own, you still got to deal with bullshit. You still got to deal with asshole clients and asshole people. And you got to deal with people like that try to tell you to do your own job and they don't even know how to hook up a switch. It's like that idiot said about me. Mark don't know what he's doing. He can't even hook up a switch. Guess what? I hooked up a whole damn house and took your work, you fool. Now what? What you gotta say now, bruh? Nothing. Your bitch ass up. But I got hated on so much that I left that whole electrical contracting scene. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the hate, the envy, the jealousy. And then I said to myself, you know what's going to happen next? They're going to sabotage my jobs. And I was like, yep, I'm not doing that no more. And I was like, you know what? Good riddance. I'm not doing this shit ever again. And it was the best decision I ever made. I don't have to deal with no contractors. I don't have to deal with no assholes. I don't have to deal with nobody. I just do whatever I want from now on. I got hated on so much, it was ridiculous. And all they're hating on is the money I banked for myself. If I want to work by myself and for myself, then why are you hating on me? If I had more employees, then I'm going to make even more money because I can put them on other jobs and charge them out and make more money off of them. So you people don't make no sense. You're hating on me for what? You act like I have a fucking $2 million mansion and a Ferrari outside or something, Fuck. Oh, that chick, yeah. I ain't seen her since. I haven't seen her. I ain't done nothing wrong to her. She ain't done nothing wrong to me, but she wanted to know about you after our collab. So she thought that, you was gonna tolerate her. But hey, that's up to you. Everybody's different. Some people don't like to hear things. They don't want to hear the truth. And some people live in denial. It's just like a person who got an email reading from me last year. She paid once and then she said she wanted another reading, paid twice, and then she said she wanted a third reading. So I was like, yeah, sure, whenever you're ready. When you send the payment, then I'll answer your third question. She went ahead and said that she paid the third time and I didn't answer, so she took her money back. She took the second payment back, and I was like, "You can have it. You want all your payments back? I don't care. Take it. You ain't gonna do no. You ain't gonna make me look like no thief. You're not gonna make me look bad because your fucking life is shit. That ain't my problem." And that's it. But when I get email readings, I get very skeptical of doing them. I might even stop doing them because a lot of the email readings I get, they're kind of like shady ass people, very shady people that I get email readings from because they don't want to come in here. Because if you come in here, right, it's open. You can't run. And then some people, they get it and they're cool. I get a lot of cool people get email readings and then they never come in here because they don't want nobody to know their business. Right? And that's cool. But like a lot of people like to go through email and then they like to like try and scam me or think I'm dumb. And I'm like, no, you can get me. That's right. You can't see what they're doing. Everybody's gonna have a rude awakening next month because as of April 1st, I'm gonna have some new rules around here, and some people ain't gonna like it. And it's gonna come to a point where it's either you do or you don't. And if you don't, then you don't get as much as you think. Hey, Aries son, how you doing? Yes, I'm still taking questions. Yes. Yeah, exactly. But that's the reason why they don't, Ariana, is because of that whole thing where, I'm gonna hide behind a computer and see what I can get from this person. I'm a nice person. I'm kind, and I give everything. I give more than what I get, and that's just my preference. That's my choice. I do it because I want to. So there's repercussions of that because then people say, "Yeah, he's cool. He ain't gonna say nothing." And then when I do say something, "Oh, you're so bad. You're so fucked up. You this and that." Okay, well, so what you did is okay then. So what you did is okay. But what I say when I call you out, then I'm a bad person. All right, cool. I see what it is. You're bipolar. No problem. Okay, you can go ahead and ask your questions. I received it. Thank you. But that's how people are, man. People are so scamish and so wrong. But hey, I know how to deal with people like that. I've dealt with people like that my whole life. And I have a list of what I need to save for next month because things are going to change. All right, how does Cancer feel about you? All right, let's check. This person feels like you are a good influence, a good motivator. This person thinks that you could be like partnered up with them and you'd be a good partner for them. This person thinks you're a good woman, uh, very progressive, very, a person who is like wife material, girlfriend material. This person thinks you're very successful in what you do for a living. This Cancer also might be like in the same type of vibe. They're very experienced, they're active, they're determined. Then they might be somebody who has a business or has money or has like their priorities in check. The only thing I don't see is this, like anything I see that's like what they think is that they think that you might have a lot, but you're not happy with your love life. So you can have like materialistic things, money, car, house, but the last thing in your list is a relationship. So you might have all those things minus a relationship. But to answer your question, this Cancer feels good about you, but this is like the last thing he feels like he needs is someone like you. So I would say this person thinks that you're a good match and a good person. The only thing is they don't want to waste their time, their money, their efforts, and they have everything, but they don't have love. So you're definitely someone who they feel is someone that will give them that. So they think good of you, for but them, they might be very slow sometimes. They might be like kind of feeling like, hey, do I really want to get myself into a relationship? Do I really want to get myself? Because if this is based on a relationship or being in a relationship, then I would say that you have a good chance with this person to be in a relationship because this person considers you to be a good woman and a good, part. Like they look at you as the empress. That's what I got. So if you're looked at as the empress, you're looked at as a good mother, a good wife, a good sister, a good mom, a good woman. A woman that has progress, a woman that you know creates action. A person that is a good partner and could motivate their partner. So I would say this person has a lot on their plate as far and but they have like good things in life, but they just hold back on a relationship because they might have gone through some situations in the past where they lost a lot of money and time and possessions over their last relationship. Like this person can also like a lot of cancer men, they when they work hard for their money and they spend it on their woman and their woman doesn't show appreciation or like screws them over, that's like the worst thing in the world for them because they felt like they put their all into you because money means a lot to them, material things means a lot to them. So when they do it for you and you diss them or they have been disrespected in that area, they tend to hold back on another person. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not wasting my money on this person. I just finished doing this to the last person." So they might hold back a lot because they've been through these trials and tribulations of their life before. And it's sad that they take it to the next person, but I feel like this person is more of, getting over it and looking at you as, hey, maybe Aries Sun isn't that person. Maybe she's not that person. Maybe she is really cool. And he does think highly of you. So that's a good thing. At least he thinks good things about you. He doesn't think you're a gold digger. So that's good. Yeah, it sucks, but it's a part of life. People get hurt and then they don't want to get hurt again. So you're welcome. Thank you. But it looks good though. Looks like he might. Yeah, yeah, it's 5 per question. You gave me 10. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I was just about to say, anything else you need, you pay for 2. So I just answer my questions thoroughly. That's all. Well, for the rest of this month, it's going to be kind of slow. You might be thinking about your past, dealing with like past situations. You might be resisting like, a love life type of situation. If you have like an ex around you that wants you back, and that's the only thing I see this month that might happen. If you're a March Aries, if your birthday is this month, right, then you might get somebody say happy birthday to you that you don't really want. And then again, you might be like, well, I don't want to deal with this person, they're from my past, or they're on, yeah, if it's next month, okay, that's cool. But you can also expect that on your birthday, is somebody like saying happy birthday to you that you don't really want to say happy birthday to you. So you're like somebody from your past, like an ex or somebody that you don't really care for. You be like, okay, thanks, but like, no thanks. Um, but as far as like answering your question, the love life for the rest of this month is gonna be like not that great. It's gonna be okay, but nothing serious. Like I feel like you're gonna think about past people, past lovers, maybe a past person might come back up in your energy, or someone that, or you might be thinking about your past and saying, I don't want to do this again. I'm gonna make sure I don't get myself back into those situations. So I feel like you're going to be a little preoccupied or not making any effort in the love life department. I think you're going to be thinking about it, but nothing's going to really like change this month. See, even next month, like you're wishing and hoping for something like that to happen, but I don't really see like somebody really ought like the men that are around you. There's a man around you, but he's like tricky and he's kind of like, a player or someone who just wants to like have sex or just to try you to see if you'll give in. But you're like, nah, I'm wishing for more than that. I don't just want a one night stand. And if you do, you can get it, but you're not going to get no serious, like, love partner. Now, in May, 2 months from now, it looks a lot better. So, like, if, for instance, if you stick with this Cancer guy and show him that you like him back, then things can develop between you and him in the next 2 to 3 months. So I would say by May, things will look better in your love life. But right now in April, it's just like players and people that just talk shit to you, or you be like, hey Aries, how you doing? You be like, hey baby, and you're like, no, I'm not your baby. You know, I don't need to be flattered. I don't need to be talked shit to. I want a real man, thanks. So if that's you, that's what it's gonna be like. So you might have a little, you know, flirters or flatterers around, like guys who just want a little something for nothing. But as far as like a serious relationship, it can happen with that Cancer guy because I get good vibes off of him and you being together in the future. So I mean, that's up to him though. So if you want him, he's a good option. But remember, it's going to take time. Because when I asked if you and him are going to be in a long term relationship, it told me it's very possible. Very possible. But that's the current energy right now. The current energy is saying that things are possible, but it's not saying that it ain't going to happen. It's saying that there is a chance it can happen, yes. So it looks good, Aries. It looks good. I don't see nothing bad. I just see that maybe, there's not really nobody better than the Cancer right now. Some other guys around, but they're not going to really offer you what you really want unless you want a one night stand or a free dinner. I always tell the ladies, if a guy's talking shit to you and he's like, hey, baby, let's go out sometime. And you be like, well, I ain't got no money right now. They be like, oh, no worries, sweetheart. I'll pay for your dinner. Make sure you got a lobster. and baked potato and get like a salad to start and then get dessert and then run up like about a $7,500 bill on his ass and then say thanks so much and give him a hug and say, yeah, thank you. Let him smell you and get, excited and take that fucking shit and leave. And then you'd be like, oh, I'm feeling sick this week. Oh, I got to take care of my daughter this week. Oh, I got to do this week. Oh, I've been so stressed at work. And then when you feel like another free dinner, hey, yo, bro, yeah, I'm free this weekend. That's what I tell women to do. Fuck these guys. Let them pay. Fuckers. You're welcome, Aries. Yeah, see, Marley says she does the same thing. She says she lets guys hug her and give her free ice cream. That's what she does, Her recent episodes is hugs for ice cream. See, it's not hugs and hugs, not drugs. It's hugs and free ice cream. And next is coming free dinner. That's why I made that card in my deck. It says, go out and get a free dinner. That deck was made for women like yourselves. If you get that card, that means, hey, even though the guy's not all that great, make that ass pay. Make him pay up. Fuck him. And for those guys out there, you ain't got no money and some woman really wants you that bad, make her pay for your damn dinner. Even if it's a McDonald's, fuck it. Big Mac, large fries, upsize, soda, apple pie. That's what's up. I do it. I'm just talking shit, guys. But I'm kind of being serious at the same time. Oh boy, we have to laugh. The last woman that I dated, and we went out to dinner a lot, she would pay one time, I would pay the next. She wouldn't allow me to pay for dinner all the time. She would like make sure that she would tell the waiter, oh, give me the bill. And I'm like, look, I'll pay for it. It's cool. And she's like, no, you paid for the last time. I'm going to pay for this time. And I was like, all right, cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. But it still didn't work out. She was a hoe. So even if you buy a hoe, dinner, it still don't mean that you're going to be like in a relationship. And she bought me dinner too. So, and lunch and some other things. Hey Jeep, how you doing? Yes, I got it. You can go ahead and ask your question. Thanks. Good. Glad you're doing fine. Marley says, sounds like what I do naturally. That's what's up, Marley. You go, girl. I want a free dinner too. I get free dinners from my sister. Yeah. I give her more free dinners too. You feel like some people are talking shit behind your back? Probably. A lot of people talk shit behind everybody's back. People talk shit behind my back all the time because they know in front of me they can't say it. And if they do, then I feel sorry for them. It's gonna be me to them to the floor. All right. Well, they are saying that you are corrupt, using corruption, and you are You're trying to do whatever it takes to get what you want. You're unfaithful. Um, you're like a cheater, or you're a vicious man. You do whatever you want. Um, you don't have any financial stability. They're talking shit about your finances, how you are. They say that you do whatever it takes to get what you want. And they said you're unfaithful. And this is from two different people I see here. There's a younger person, and there's another person that you might work with or work around that talks shit about you. So there's a person here that talks shit about you, that works with you, and there's another younger person that says that, the same thing about you. If you have children, then the children are talking good about you. The children are talking good about you, but the people around your job are not talking good about you. So there's some people saying good things, like if you have children, your children are speaking good about you, but there is somebody at work that's trying to like trick you or trick some people to look at you in a different way. Yeah. So that's what I get. There's a person at work talking shit about you, and well, that's probably why they're talking shit about you, because you haven't been working a month. If you haven't been working a month, they're like, where the hell is this person to? What can you do about it? Ignore it. Why worry about what people say? Who cares? The only thing you can do is prove your innocence. Prove that they're not the person that you say, if you want to. But why are these people's words really haunting you or making you, well, there you go. See, even though you haven't been at work for a month, there's still co-workers that are blackmailing you. And I see a person here from work acting this way. They're making you look like you're a bad person. So you can either do one or two things. You can either prove your innocence, or you just ignore it and let the truth come out on its own. Those are the two choices I believe you have. I would go with the second choice, which is ignore ignorance and let the truth reveal itself. That's what I've learned my whole life. I'm not proving anything to any liars. Yeah, that's why I get like a person at work talking shit. Yep. It's definitely work related is what I get. There's an older gentleman at work, and he's like kind of timid about talking about you, but it got out to other people, and that's what they're doing. They probably asked, hey, where's Jeep to? And like, oh, that idiot, he's here and there, and he's talking shit. And then, oh, that's what happened? Okay, well, now we're going to talk shit about him. And by the way, he did this or he did that, or we didn't like him because of this, or we didn't like him because of that. Or, hey, that's his own problem. The hell with him. So there's an older gentleman that's saying things about you, and then it got out to other people, and that's what I see at the job. So they're making it seem like you're letting these things get to you, and that's how it all came about. So you can either ignore it and move on like you're supposed to, or you can do other things. That's up to you. My advice to you is to not ignore the ignorance, ignore the people who talk shit about you, and just go about your business. That's the best thing to do, is not even worry about what people say. As long as your children love you, you love yourself, and you know what you're doing is right, then who cares what anybody else thinks? I've lived that life my whole life. I just finished talking about that before you came in. I was telling people how people tried to do things to me, and I always had to prove myself. And then now I don't even care. I just go about my business, and the truth will come out when it comes out. It's that simple. Okay, cool. All right, that's good. Hey, Blue Nile, how you doing? Okay, no problem. Hey, Jessica. All right, Jeep, go ahead. You can ask your next question, and then after that, I got Blue Nile. Okay, Blue Nile, no problem. Right, once I finish Jeep's question, and then I'll get to you afterwards. You're good. Been doing housework. That's good. So the thing is, some people view you as a good person, and some don't, and that is life. Um, I feel like your family doesn't look at you in a good way. Some of your friends don't look at you in a good way because maybe you've argued with people and you have differences of opinion. You can feel kind of like you could be kind of petty at sometimes, or they feel like you're petty and you just say little things to aggravate them, or family and you and family go back and forth about stupid things that don't really mean anything. And then they say, oh, well, Jeep is this and that, and blah, blah, blah. His opinions don't matter. He's just crazy and blah, blah, blah. And then your children think you're a good father. Um, if you're married, they feel like you were a good husband at some point in time. Um, like people think that you're a good person and you're mature, and you do what you say and say what you do when you have to, or when you did, and you might feel very accomplished about your own stuff sometimes. But right now, I feel like because of other people, you feel degraded. Because people talk shit about you, you feel like, oh, I'm not this person who they say I am. I know I'm better. I'm just going through some situations right now. So sometimes you might be sitting there and saying, what am I going to do? Because if I do this, I got to deal with that. If I do that, I got to deal with this. So you might be sitting down sometimes and feel like you can't go ahead. Because if you do, other people might destroy you, or you feel like others can destroy you. You know, I don't get somebody wants to hurt you. No, I don't get physical violence. The cards would tell me if that was physical violence, but I don't get that. What I get is they're saying these things because they know they can get to you mentally. See, there's two ways to get to people, in my opinion. That's physically and mentally. And if you get to somebody mentally, then that is that's worse than getting somebody physically. Because if you physically hurt somebody, that's like a relief off of their shoulders for beating you up or for beating the shit out of you, right? But if they mentally get to you, then you're constantly in their head 24/7. The beating is just going to take a couple minutes. So the physical part, the mental part of it is what they really want to do. They want to make you feel and hear and believe that you're that person. So I don't see physical hurt, I see mental hurt. But some people think you're a good person, and obviously family are making you feel like a different way. and they're trying to make things like bad for you, make you feel empty, make you feel like you're a nobody. That's what these people are trying to do. They're trying to make you feel like you have no power. That's what they're trying to do, which is not good. But if I were you, I would not like allow it to get to you. I know it's hard. Well, the reason that they don't talk to you is because they have their own life to deal with, and they think that because of your issue, they don't want to get involved. Like they don't want to talk to you because they don't want to get involved in your life. They know you're going through an issue with a woman, possibly. So they're like, I don't want to get involved in this guy's life. Like, I don't need to know about his business. And he's like, I'll leave him alone. If he wants to talk to me, then he can talk to me. But if not, I'm not gonna like go advance to him and say, hey, look, bro, what's going on? Can I help you? If he's not like a really good friend, then he ain't gonna really like come to you like that. That's probably why he's giving you time, and he just says, if you need to talk to him, you can talk to him, but he's not gonna go out of his way to talk to you though, because of the issues. Yeah. Sometimes when people talk shit about somebody, they don't want to talk to that person because then they're gonna look like they're taking sides and things like that. Yeah, you're welcome, no problem. Blue Nile, you can go ahead and ask your questions. You're next. All right, Blue Nile, let me check. I feel like you'll get this second interview um, probably next week. Like you'll get the call back, like probably from now until next week. So this Friday to next Friday, I feel like you'll get a call. If it's a man, then I would say yes. I do see that happening, like within the next like 7 days, 8 days, something like that, or from 8 days of the last interview. Yeah, like this month, you'll be before this month ends, you'll go for the second interview. Yeah. So this month is gonna happen. When? It's possible in like the next 8 days. But I do see it happening though, yes, for sure. I can't guarantee it, but the cards are saying yes. And it might be making you feel like emotionally like stressed out a bit. Like you're thinking about it too much. Yeah. Yeah, I see you getting that job eventually. I got the Empress, so they're impressed with your resume. They're impressed with you. So right now, the energy is saying yes, that you're gonna get the second interview, and it's possible you can get the job. I can't guarantee anything, but from what the cards say, it says it's very possible, and that should happen this month. Like to get all the information you need. As far as love, for the next like 30 days or so, I still see like you not giving up yourself to anyone, which is good. But someone from your past might return, like an ex still might be on your mind, or an ex might contact you. Somebody that you've dealt with in the past is going to try to reunite with you, or just like try to be cool with you, or just see, what's going on with you. Like they want to know what's going on. They want to see how you're doing. They have like this hopeful outlook that, you know, that you're going to speak to them, or it might be somebody you're not speaking with right now. So this person is someone who is definitely from your past. It's someone you've known for a long time. I feel like this person you've known since you were a child, or somebody who you've known for a very long time. But this person also has like the fear of financial stuff, and like they're just gonna like talk to you about like life and things like that, blah blah blah. That's good. You're not speaking to either of them, yeah. This is someone who like who your family knows, This is someone who like wants a family with you, or talked about having a family with you. This is someone who looks at you as somebody who's discreet, somebody who's like who like you may this person may have hurt you. This person may have like criticized you, you know. So this person is someone like that has issues, and could have caused you to like have conflict with them and things like that. So oh, that's why it's not a good love reading, because it's someone that you don't want. Hi, baby. What's the matter? I know you want to go outside. We're gonna go in a few minutes, okay? I'm gonna take you outside a few minutes, okay? I'm just wrapping things up. Okay, baby? I know. You have a great life. She's like, no. She's like, nah, I don't want to go outside. I'm good. She just ran right back over to her bed. She's like, yeah, bro, it's cool. He just wanted to see me. But as far as like someone new, Blue Nile, I don't really see that. Like, but exes, I do see them trying to contact you and trying to get back in your energy, which is normal. Bye, Ninja. Take care. I'll be back on tonight. I gotta go in a few minutes anyway. Well, Blue Nile, a lot of women say the same thing. It's really sad that you know people like that is the way they are. But my suggestion to everyone is always do what you can for yourself. You know, do what's right for you, your job, your family, your life. And like, who cares about love crap? Just like love yourself, and the right one will come when it's ready to be there. All right, Jeep, you can go ahead and ask your question. Then after you, I'm gonna head out. All right, Blue Nile, no problem. You're welcome. Yes, keep me updated on the job. Right now, it says that it's very possible you can get it. So I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. All right, Jeep. As far as applying for the jobs, people are looking at whatever jobs you've been applying for. People are checking out your resume. They're checking out what's going on. Um, there could be like a woman that owns a business or has a business, or she's like the person that hires people. This woman might be contacting you this month to say, hey, can you come in for an interview? Like, what's the deal? What do you know? What can you do? Those type of things. But I feel like you are mentally drained from this. Like, you're constantly thinking about it. Like, when am I going to get this job? How am I going to get this job? What the hell am I going to do? So stop thinking like that. Start thinking positive and say, I'm going to get this job. I know it's happening. I know it will happen. Well, the cards ain't going to tell me, you're a carpenter or a plumber. You have to, like, whatever jobs you're applying for, you know what type of job that you're going to get, right? Like, the cards don't say, Jeep's going to be an electrician tomorrow. You got to tell me what job you're looking for so I can say yes or no. But there could be a woman that you interview with that will give you a job or that's going to talk to you. All right, Marley, I'll be back on later. You too. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to text you in a bit. I got to tell you something, Marley. So I'll text you in a bit. Hold on, G. All right, so listen. Next month in April, you're going to have a job. And I believe that you will get this job. It might not be a lot of money, or it might not be a lot of money at first, but when you get this job, you're going to feel happy. And you're going to hold on to all the money that you get, because whatever money you're making, you're going to be happy making that money. And you're going to be happy with this job. This month, it still looks up and down. You might get a call, you might get an interview, and you might choose which one you want. But in April, that's when I see you actually having a real job, a concrete job, something that you're going to be very happy. Out of all your readings, this is the best one. And it says April is the time that you're going to have a real job and you're going to be very happy. Okay? So not this month, you might get an interview or you might get a call to say, hey, look, you want this job or what? Come and interview. And then next month, that's when it all happens. It might not be a lot of money, but it's something. And you're going to like it. Even though you're not going to make as much money as you want, nobody ever does, really, unless they're really happy at their job and they make a lot of money. But everybody always wants more is what I mean. So this job, whatever it is, you're going to be happy. Not much money at first, yeah, but it can get better as time goes on. But I see you holding on to this job because you like it. So even though you're not making a lot of money, you still like the job, and they're going to test you out, which is only right. Once they see you're a good worker and a good person, then, things will get better, hopefully, right? That's up to you. But I get good Good cards for next month. Next month should be the month where you finally have a job that you like. Well, that's something that you shouldn't worry about. Don't worry about your coworkers. Fuck them. Don't worry about the coworkers. Look, the only thing you gotta worry about is doing your job. Okay? Listen, if you do your job and no one can say you ain't doing your job, then that's a good thing. Who cares about your coworkers? Only person you have to answer to is your boss. If your boss says, "Hey, Jeep, you're doing a great job," and your coworkers are nah, 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 blah blah blah, fuck, who cares? As long as you do your job and your boss is happy with you, then you're okay. Everybody else is irrelevant. You've got to go through the rest of your life believing this. If I do what I'm supposed to do, then how can anybody talk shit about me? If they do, it's not true. Right? Never worry about what everybody else is saying or anybody else is doing. Coworkers are going to be coworkers. You're going to get good and bad everywhere. But as long as you do your job and your boss is happy with you, who cares about the coworkers? That the coworkers are not your responsibility. Your responsibility is working, making your boss happy, and doing what's right for you and for the company. Coworkers, don't worry about them. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks about you. Trust me, if you stop worrying about that, you'll be fine. You'll be a happier person. Just know that God loves you and spirit loves you and your family, your kids, whatever. You're not there to make friends, you're there to make money. That's the best part of working. All right. But I do get good things for you next month. And next month is 2 weeks away. So don't worry, you'll be all right. Just stay positive. All right, bro? You'll be fine. You're welcome. All right, I got to go now because I have to go pick up my nephews in a couple minutes. But I'll be back on tonight. But stay positive, G. All right? Stay positive. You'll be fine.